Hello, and welcome back as I watch John Bathtub Bradford embrace his inner top hat wearing, cane wielding cartoon duck in Perfidious Beat plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. Bradford's in DuckTales territory. He's gone full Scrooge McDuck. We're sitting on something like, I think, 1,000 supplies that I don't really need and don't even have any way to currently use. And what's John Bradford's big idea? What does Bradford decide to do? Hey, Pete, let's go on a supply raid so we can get some more supplies that we then can't use for anything. Then maybe when we're done, what we should do is build a giant vault, put all our supplies into it, dive into them, and swim around like Michael Phelps pretending to be a dolphin. Because honestly, I have no idea how to manage my finances. But I guess, you know what, if we're gonna...
I've got trace chemical readings throughout that area showing a mix of volatile compounds. If we're not careful, that whole place could end up on fire.
Lily, you say that as if it's a bad thing. The whole place ending up on fire sounds like a perfectly good outcome for me. We're gonna do some readjusting. Ooh, Atlas King. Do we... you know what? I would love to take you Atlas King, but we also have... who else is available here? You know what? We got Steve the Immortal. I'm taking Steve Irwin on this one. We gotta take Steve. Hey, crikey, Pete, you know you gotta take me, but weren't you making a point about some kind of cartoon duck or something? Maybe I ought to get back to that. Thank you for keeping me on point, Steve. I appreciate it. I was, in fact, making a Scrooge McDuck joke, because if we're gonna embrace the stupidity of completely mismanaging our finances, it occurs to me that Scrooge McDuck is not a terrible example of how to mismanage your finances, because he was real good at it. You're like, Pete, what the hell are you talking about? Well, he was the second richest duck in the world. That's true, but there's a reason Uncle Scrooge was the second richest duck in the world. Because he kept all his money in a big jug in his backyard, and that's an absurdly stupid way to handle idle finances. Shouldn't Scrooge have been investing that cash instead of just, swimming in it? What the hell's the point of that? Why are you swimming in your... that's just... no. At a minimum, Scrooge, what you should have been doing is like loaning that stuff out at a couple points above the prime rate and just sitting back raking in the interest. Why do you think you were the second richest duck in the world? Flintheart Glomgold understood how interest worked and also how inflation worked. He didn't keep all his money in a big-ass no-interest-earning pile in his backyard, slowly getting poorer every day while inflation chewed away at his initial nest egg. Flintheart was out there like buying up real estate, waiting for land values to rise, and getting a very, very small percentage richer every single day. Meanwhile, what's Scrooge doing? Oh, he's like off in Egypt battling a mummy and fighting off a curse so that he can steal a bunch of priceless cultural treasures, take them back home, and chuck them into his mattress. There's a reason you're number 2, Scrooge, and I'm pretty sure we just discovered it. All right, so we are going to take J. Robert Oppenheimer on this mission. As a supply raid, there's a non-zero chance that we have an Advent officer show up, or like not an Advent officer, rather a Chosen show up. It's not out of the question. We did just fight one not too long ago, so we may still be in the delay period, but I'm taking our St. Joan of Arc on this mission because we got high explosives. She's got remote start and shrapnel. If we can combine those together, that's either one pod immediately eliminated or possibly just a really high damage blast on the Chosen when they choose to appear. J. Robert Oppenheimer is back in action and ready to become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Let's make some utility items available here and make weapons available as well. Normally I would take a flashbang, but in this scenario, since we got a lot of stuff that explodes, I'm thinking frags are fine. Steve the Immortal Irwin, you do need that med kit just in case the Chosen shows. And I think we should definitely... okay, we should make weapons available as well. J. Robert, we're going to have you take the gun of Lindsay Lohan. Bring me the gun of Rambo. No, bring me the gun of Lindsay Lohan. That's what you want. Steve, it's going to mess up your nice khaki ensemble here, but I believe we have an assault rifle with a repeater. We could, in theory, execute a Chosen. I've never done it, but I've been told that it is possible to do. Charlie Houston, we should probably get you... no, you know what? Let's give it to Taylor Swift. You're only a corporal. Taylor Swift is a sergeant. Give Tay-Tay the shot. Also, I'd like to point out, look at Taylor, goddess, crimson-lipped, death woman. She's amazing. Look at that kill-to-mission ratio. It's unbelievable. It's better than 6-to-1. Taylor Swift cannot be stopped. Her thirst for blood is insatiable. The only thing that can calm her, wounded soul is the gentle caress of Sylvester Stallone. He's the Scarlett Johansson to her Mark Ruffalo. He'd be like, hey, buddy, the sun's getting low down there. What do you want to maybe just stop with the killing spree, Tay-Tay, and come home and take a ride on the Dreadsword?
Well, that would be, the sun's getting pretty low in the sky, Tay-Tay. We'll say you check that old Sky Ranger and turn it on around back home there, because we can't track you while it's in stealth mode. You know, the Dreadsword's getting pretty lonely.
Something like that. Okay, Bradford, you've gone over the top. The name of this is Operation Diamond Tooth. Now we know, I guess, why Bradford is making us go get more supplies we don't need. Bradford's like, yeah, Pete, but I gotta get to work on this grill, yo. I want to get a diamond in my tooth. Come on. Or maybe he's like Lenny from The Simpsons. He's like, well, Pete, you know, if we had a little better dental plan, I could get a diamond in my tooth. But without the dental plan, I can't afford it. Also, Lisa needs braces. Okay, so let's take a look at our map. We are on a map edge. That's excellent. Map goes this way a really long way. We need to make sure our troops are clear of any possible explosions. All right, so this is long way, and then we've got side to side. Okay, lay of the land. Most important thing first, let's have the Outrider head out. And we do have enemies who are currently vigilant, so any exploring that needs to be done, we really, really want to try and do that with Joan of Arc. I don't suppose we could just remote start that and kill those guys, can we? No, that thing is for some reason not remote startable. I mean, it should be. It is explodable. That's okay, though. We've got an opportunity to get some work done quick and early here. Let's bring St. Joan forward. We want to try and get her in a position where if this pod patrols, they will patrol in a location where St. Joan drop some shrapnel bombs on them and then just remote start it, and we vaporize a pod immediately. We'll have to do our best to avoid destroying the gear while mostly it's going to depend on where this pod patrols, Bradford, so don't give me any shit. We do have concealment as well. I'm assuming these guys are probably going to come this way since the enemy tends to only patrol towards us exclusively. J. Robert up here. Tay-Tay, we want you close, but not too close. Definitely not close enough to bump our concealment, so let's get you there. Chuck right up your butt.
Hey, Pete, there's one man who can do that kind of stuff to old Tay-Tay Swift there. You know, it's my lady, man. Don't be talking about it like that.
So these guys have not patrolled in a cooperative fashion whatsoever. And we're sort of borked. Alright, what can we blow up? Well, we could destroy that truck. We could destroy that, which doesn't catch them all. They have landed in a position where we literally cannot hit all of them. That's somewhat unfortunate. Okay, so what can we get? We can't use our remote start, but we can catch them all with a shrapnel mine and maybe also detonate this truck for a little bonus damage. Don't hate that idea. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. So we're going to drop the claymore. Our shrapnel claymore goes here, right on top of the robot. And I think we go ahead and have St. Joan just bump it. Just go ahead and detonate it, girl. Take it out. 8 damage here. Everything but the robot in the initial blast. We also got 6 damage on the robot and shredded his armor. So we made a pretty darn good start there. The robot ran away, however. That's okay. I think, Steve Irwin, you have combat protocol, right? You do. So what are Steve's chances of taking? Steve just needs to be able to see that robot, and if he can, we've got a pretty good shot at bringing him down.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay, what's your chance to hit, Steve? 72. Respectable, but you know what? Combat protocol is a slam dunk. Should kill the robot flat out. Hey, Crocky Pike, gonna go overload his seconds here. And it's one and done, mate. Check and mate, Mr. Robot. And you like them apples, mate? Alright, so that's one robot done diddly done. Okay. So far, so good. We have to be very careful with how we move for the remainder of this turn.
Moving.
Because we do not, under any circumstances, wish to spawn any other pods We don't want to do anything crazy or dangerous. We don't, you know what? Nobody going forward of where they are right now. In fact, Charlie, let's just bring you to here. This should be safe. I don't think we can spawn a pod with that move.
Scanning.
Overwatch, J. Robert, let's put you up next to this crate.
Confirmed. On the move.
You're on Overwatch as well. What do we got? Oh, okay, chosen. Alright, well, we suspected she might show up. It's been about time. Chosen seemed to have a really huge proclivity for showing up on... We gotta build a battle scanner at some point. Chosen seemed to have a really high propensity for showing up on supply raids.
Like that Chosen is headed right for
So I think what our goal here should be is to actually fall back with everybody except Dragonova and try and get the Chosen to take cover behind something we can blow up with a remote start. If she does take additional damage, she's going to take a bunch of bonus damage from a Reaver, or Reaper. Reaver. Reavenerper. I don't know what to actually want to call him. She won't trigger Overwatch, which admittedly sort of sucks, but basically what we want is just our whole team in a blob.
Location confirmed.
We gotta blob up on this one. So let's get to blobbing then. We want you know what? She's gonna, if she comes out, she's gonna come out with a melee attack. That's gonna be her, you know what? We're gonna go with the full, we're going full blob meta here. Everybody adjacent to somebody except for our Outrider. Except for St. Joan. St. Joan the Brave, I want you to reload. Just Overwatch. It'd be really nice if we could get you to reveal the Chosen. Okay, so the Chosen will have come... On her action, what she'll have done is moved towards us.
I will go. These mutons seem
delightful.
more agile than the ones we fought in the past. It looks like they're still serving
Okay,
as the
well, we're
aliens
going to want to
front
get
line.
away from the Muton, so... I don't want to trigger that pod while also fighting a Chosen. That would be horrible, so let's not do that.
I'm on the move.
We're still going with plan pile up here. Plan pile up is still go. We're just going to have to pile up subtly differently.
That's affirmative.
We're going away from that Muton. I do not want to fight that guy.
I'm on it.
We'll Overwatch just in case Muton and company start coming towards us. We do still have some opportunities for explosions here.
Moving to Overwatch.
These guys are a problem. Yeah, keep patrolling that way, actually. Where's the Chosen?
The end is coming.
Alright, our goal, this is a zone wall, right? Yes. So what we want to do is have everybody in a blob in a position where when the Chosen goes away from us, she has to go near something that is likely to explode.
On my way.
We want her to be near something that we can detonate with our remote start. Because remote start does fantastic damage. She's actually got to be somewhere like over in this area. Let's bump up here.
I go where you tell me.
We didn't reveal her. We actually are probably maybe a little far away for a remote start. Let's sneak back over here.
I am trusting you.
We want her to wind up pinchered between our team. We want St. Joan at her back. We got to hit her with the pincher maneuver. The Overwatch is entirely pointless, but I'm doing it anyway.
With each breath.
Alright, where are you? You keep saying with each breath you draw closer, but you don't really seem to be drawing too terribly much closer. Where the hell are you? Is there any tile we can't stand in? Is there a tile we should be able to stand in but can't? Because if that's the case, then... Could be Chosen.
Volk says I am to obey.
Well, I don't like where those guys are at all. Oh, though. Hold on a second. Aren't they near a truck that we could blow up? No. This is like the perfect spot for our girl.
Watching comes naturally.
Make your move here, Marsha. Come on. Pretend I'm Greg and you've seen me in my tuxedo for the first time before the junior prom and you'd be like, man, I gotta make a move on that shit. That Greg Brady's one hunky son of a bitch. Here she comes. Alright, that's fine. Steve Irwin. Deked his Overwatch, got dazed. Not a problem at all. Alright, ball derp. Go run behind something that I can blow the shit up.
There's only so much I can learn from them after all.
She's gonna bending read.
It's one of the elders chosen.
All right, well, this is not gonna end well for that man. Hey, crikey, bitch. Calling in the reinforcements? Ain't nobody gets reinforcements while Steve Irwin is here. Because I got me pro Charlie Houston right behind me, put a shotgun directly in that man's brain.
No longer a threat.
A trivial loss, easily replaced.
Okay, our concealment is gone, and Baladerp has gone
We
to a
need
loop.
to get our people back on their feet, Commander.
All right. J. Robert, revive
Come on,
Steve Irwin.
Get back in the fight.
He's not taking action from J. Robert. So I'm thinking we bring J. Robert to here, and we get rid of her armor and give ourselves some guaranteed damage right here. She is brittle. She does take extra damage from close. She's actually immune to melee damage, but she takes extra damage from close range attacks. So we want to try and get close to her and hit her with some shotguns if we can.
Is that all your skill would allow?
What are you talking about, Balder? We just wrecked you. I don't suppose we could blow those guys up. No, I don't want to spawn that Muton. Not while we're also fighting a Chosen. We really need just like a little more speed, though. The other thing we could do is we could just pummel her ass with a bunch of grenades. Steve, I want you in full cover. Actually, what I really want you to do is heal. Do we stand in the open? That seems like a really bad idea. The only other thing we could do is just lob a bunch of grenades at her. Not really sure that's a fantastic plan. And she did manage to run, by the way, to the one spot where there was nothing to explode. Okay. I think we still gotta try and soften her up a little bit. 42%, that's not a good enough chance to hit. She is also brittle, so if she takes damage 3 times in the same turn, she gets disoriented or something. So if we could just lob grenades at her all day, our goal really is to just do damage a couple times. That actually got rid of her tree.
A cowardly strike.
Got rid of your tree, didn't it?
I'm going.
Tay-Tay, what's the shotgun chance look like? What's the shotgun forecast for Bala Derp? It's pretty good. Marsha taking 8 from the crit.
You have to do better than that.
We won't have to do much better than that. Actually, we could have you fall back. Maybe get a shot at her. Reapers are her adversary. Steve, 67% is not good enough. Alright, Steve, we got to get you in better cover, butter.
I'm on the move.
I don't like that we left Tay-Tay in the open. So if we have you fall back to, say, here.
I'm at your service.
You can't see those enemies, but you also don't have a shot at our girl. Well, I guess we'll put you on Overwatch then. I'm terrified for the prospects of Steve Irwin's life. What are you going to do? She's going to dash.
You know where they are.
Harbor Wave? What the hell is this?
Wash away your suffering.
Okay, Tay-Tay got dazed. You know what? That's not gonna matter, actually. That power she just used,
That you have allowed their
that didn't save you.
What do you think your soldier will share with me, given their fragile condition?
I think I'm gonna put a shotgun in your heart. And then I think we're gonna get Taylor Swift on her feet and then have her put a shotgun also in your heart. Alternatively, we could just have J. Robert Oppenheimer kill you. Or, doubly alternatively, we could do all three. We come here, we get Tay-Tay up.
Get up and get back out there.
I can't focus.
That doesn't actually take an action from J. Robert, so then J. Robert just pumps her guts full of lead. Yeah, you're not so tough when you got 75 fucking lost backing you up, are you? Take that, bitch. Give me my 5 ability points. Hell yeah. Digging it. Alright.
Though it pains me to flee from a worthy adversary, the elders will not allow me to die in this world. We will meet again.
Okay, Steve, come
Excellent
over here.
work,
Grab
Commander.
this shit. Thanks, Bradford. I thought we executed pretty well on that one. A hair trigger, a scope, PCS conditioning. All of those things are helpful. 1 health doesn't sound like much, but it does make a difference. Steve, I want you to medkit heal yourself.
You'll be all right.
Hey, Croc, you might gotta talk to myself there. Just a bit of a self-inspiring speech just to remind myself, hey, you know what, Steve? You're doing a good job, buddy. Everything's gonna be okay.
It's killing time!
Are these men standing near something that I can't explode? But they will be in a minute. They're gonna come over here, and when they do, I want to be in a position to hit them with both a shrapnel mine. You know what? We're gonna go real brazen here. I want to see if we can have Dragonova drop. Oh, she already used her shrapnel mine. Then again, oh, please come over here and stand next to this exploding jug. Oh, you guys just made the mistake of a lifetime.
I'll just go do that then.
Sounds like the lyric to every Taylor Swift song ever written. So if we blow that up, it only does 6 damage. But if we remote start that shit, how much are we gonna get? Oh, wait, that was it, right? Yeah. 12 damage. That should kill all of these guys. And it won't reveal us at any rate, so, you know, no real worries. Yep. Oh, we didn't get the Muton. He has 1 health left. That's okay. That's okay. We're not revealed. He doesn't know where we are. He's just like, hey, somebody shot me in the brain. We're like, yeah, damn, Skippy, you got shot in the brain, chump stain. Chump stain in the membrane. Steve, come up here. Get ready to finish this chump stain off. If he happens to patrol towards us, which, let's face it, is very likely since the AI always knows where you're at, even when they're not supposed to. Taylor Swift, you want to... I mean, it's sort of your mantra here, girl. What say you shake it off? Huh? Maybe shake it off? Shake it off? A disorient has lasted a little too long. How are you supposed to maintain your new bad girl persona if one little harbor away from alien elite assassin takes you out of the contention? So this guy has no idea what's going on. He's running towards help, which does tell us that there is another pod somewhere on this map. But honestly, I think we probably just let Dragonova finish what she started.
Moving as ordered.
We're gonna run up here and have her just shoot him in the spine. Yep, he's right there. Only an 84% chance to hit. Huh? I'm comfortable with this risk. I should not have been.
I can't let that happen again.
Don't be revealed or you're dead.
I have little ammo remaining.
Well, that's real bad. I don't suppose Steve Irwin's going to be able to get a shot. Steve might be able to get a shot. Nope, he can't get a shot. Steve, can you get a combat? How can you not see that guy from here? You should at least have a combat protocol or something. Where do you have to be to see him? 2 tiles further than where you can actually get to and still have the option for a combat protocol. You know what? Can we combat? Oh, well, there we go. Never mind. Problem solved. Hey, crikey, mate. Steve Irwin's always got a solution. If you can see him, Steve can dump him. Take this one to the face, Muton piece of garbage. And you're done, son.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down in the area.
Oh, that was the last guy?
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Bradford had to double confirm that we had done it. He's like, double confirm, Pete. That diamond is going straight into my tooth, baby.
To show for their effort. If they decide to face us again, we'll be ready.
Yeah, Marsha stepped up, came outside, and oh, my nose! Right in the face. Take a mission photo. You know what? 1 soldier wounded, but we were fighting the auto-wound XCOM soldier milady, so this one, pretty good. Victory for XCOM, victory for Earth. Yeah, that's good stuff. We should probably commemorate our first chosen kill. I feel pretty good about that. 8 aliens alive, 8 aliens killed, and I don't think we even destroyed any of the supplies. We should have got a pretty good haul on that mission.
XCOM refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue.
What, the ways of the old world? Like keeping our money in our mattress where it's not drawing interest and inflation is slowly chipping away at our fortune every single day like Scrooge McDuck? Well, you know, Paul Ryan, if you had a little more aggressive social security plan or something like that, maybe I wouldn't be forced to hide all my money in a mattress because I would trust you, but I just don't. Keep all my money in an old coffee can buried in the backyard. Don't trust the banks. FDIC is a sham. Wake up, sheeple.
jabbering would drive us to
So Tay-Tay's a little bit tired, but other than that, pretty solid mission. Steve picking up a little bit of a wound. Do we have a bond available here? No. In fact, nobody likes... I love the fact that J. Robert Oppenheimer, nobody likes him at all. J. Robert is like, nobody loves me, Pete. Yeah, you know why, J. Robert Oppenheimer? Because you fucking shot him in the back with rockets all those times. Nobody's gonna ever trust you ever again. We got a buttload of alloys, a buttload of Illyrium, a buttload more supplies we didn't need. 3 Illyrium cores, which is huge. Hair trigger, Scope, more useful. PCS conditioning, not great, but we'll probably install it. We also picked up a data cache, and more importantly, a Muton corpse. We may prioritize Muton autopsy, because I do really love my Granados, but how long are we out from mag weapons? Only 9 days to mag weapons. Alright, we can make that work. Get back up to the bridge, do a little scan, and see what on... Ooh. Days for a scientist. What were we in the middle of doing? Building a radio relay? You know what? No, I'd rather have a scientist.
Plotting new course.
We need somebody to research the prime rate for us so Uncle Scrooge can finally figure out how compound interest works and why he's an idiot for keeping all of his money in a big tub. Okay, 14 ability points. Teddy and the bench getting it done, and more importantly, picking up some cohesion as well. Nicely done, gentlemen. Assign a new covert action. All right, anything with... I really want this recruit beaver. Breakthrough research. Improved pistols is super useful. We could also send Teddy and a bench on that mission. Recruit engineer gets his aim. We could go save Mox. No. We can't do this because we don't have a lieutenant. Research breakthrough. Modular cannons. It's an extra upgrade slot for all of our guns. That's really good as well. I honestly think I would prefer to have the improved pistols, though, because this reward is better. Okay, so Teddy and the bench, you guys just went out. It's time for you guys to go have another rockin', rollin', rapacious adventure. Get out there and get it done. Thurgood Marshall, Theodore Roosevelt. You know what? Take Constantin, take Lin Mi Su with you, actually. It'll be, think about this like a Riggs and Murtaugh moment. You guys are going to go full lethal weapon, except instead of the obnoxious Joe Pesci, you're going to have Lee Ming Su. That's way better.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
It's Teddy and the bench. Jonathan Frakes. It's Teddy and the bench. Just ask the stupid chief. Teddy and the bench get results, man. You don't question Teddy and the bench. Teddy and the bench get results. Okay. All right. We've created a new ranger. And what else do we have on the menu here as far as training goes? Like, what do we need besides, maybe a few more rangers? How are we doing on grenadiers? We have 2. We got Lindsay 80 proof Lohan. We got Sylvester Stallone, and we've got J. Robert Oppenheimer. That feels like enough. All right. Nakano.
The Reapers believe in nothing and share little interest in preserving the true nature of our world beyond what their eyes can show them. Their actions have enraged the Elders and brought fear to their minions. In that respect, they are a valued ally, as long as they remain loyal to our cause.
That entire statement that you just uttered there, Templar guy, Geist, was wholly circuitous. You're like, the Reapers are trouble, but they're still trouble in a good way for our cause. Why don't you just say, you know what, Reapers are great? Because they are great. Possibly better than Templars. Actually, I think definitively better than Templars. Yuri Novak has recovered from his wounds. This is fantastic. Yes, no one can keep Yuri down, Pete. Yuri have the 48 pack abs, and you may, I don't know if you have heard of this or not, but 2 full cases of abs, irrepressible, cannot be underestimated the use thereof. I thought Bradford had a fear of missed shots. Am I insane, or at some point didn't Bradford get a fear of missed shots? We're gonna cure Yuri has a negative trait. I don't remember what his was. Who else is injured here? Oh, we can't remove Bradford's trait because he's still hurt. Is that what it is? Alright, let's look and see how long everybody's down for now that we got the infirmary. Bradford's back in another 5 days. Oh, Steve Irwin took a real shot, though. Do we have a backup specialist? Bradford will be back in 5 days. And we also got, you know what? We got Napoleon and Atlas King. We got plenty of specialists working out here. Je suis empereur. Should we need him? I think we can afford to let Steve Irwin cool his heels. Bathtub will be back in a day or two. Well, he's got to go in for negative trait removal, but Yuri's already got that slot occupied. I don't really feel like we need to assign an engineer here. I think there's probably more useful things we could do with them. Like building some facilities, perhaps. Or, honestly, what we should do is we should assign one of them to this workshop. Engineer. View engineers. I would like to assign whoever is Elizabeth Hill. Idle. Yeah, I don't want an idle engineer. I want to assign them to a job.
It's slow going, but I've made headway interfacing our equipment with the alien technology still embedded throughout the ship. Most of the primary systems are now operating on some combination of our technology and theirs.
Yeah, you know what, two technologies I'd like to combine, one of ours and one of theirs? Our technology is going to be a shovel. Their technology is going to be whatever debris is sitting in his hole. I would like for you to combine shovel and debris to make an empty space where I might build some stuff.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
It's just going to be Optimus Prime with my monthly summary and a reminder that I got less money this week than I got last week. Beastmaster can summon savage allies. So Marsha is a summoner here. She already... I mean, she was already summoning Advent. Like, she summoned an Advent soldier, and now she summons some kind of, like, dog beast or something? Okay, she's planning to do a retribution and lower our income permanently. That's fine. Aliens scramble the Avengers' radio signals, greatly increasing all scanning time for 6 weeks. We are desperate to thwart that. I don't... Actually, all of these suck. I don't want Left Behind either. Stay with me. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a must. But you know what? We're going to be doing a lot of weapon research here. I think ballistics modeling. I do like Lightning Strike. It's also really good. Heavy equipment, we are doing some excavation, so that's also useful. But in this case, I want my weapons research done as fast as possible. You know what? I'm going to leave those there while I finish this scientist. Teddy and the bench took one of our scientists out on a covert op. We got to get him back. Point of progress on the Avatar project. We're getting close to Doom counter territory, which is very bad. I know, Bradford. I mean, I'm working the problem as effectively as I can. Did they just get... Okay. I mean, sure. That seems fair. 1 point and then immediately another point.
Forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
You know, I feel like we just had this conversation, actually, Bradford. We got Dr. Maria Schwartz, scientist. I'm aware that our supply drop is available. Research time decreased by 25%. It didn't go... It's not another 25%. It's just that we sent one of our scientists out with Teddy and the bench there to handle that covert op. What we could really use is contact with the faction that gives us the opportunity to perform sabotage so we can reduce the Avatar project progress.
Are actively pursuing them.
Yeah, what do you got for me here, Optimus Prime? Council mission. Extract a VIP, pick up 124 intel, and yet another scientist. Both things which we kind of want to do. Operation Demon Hound. Looks like that's going to be our next mission, but that'll have to happen next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like.
Chosen are getting closer to hunting us down every day. The only way we can stop them is to strike first, and we'll need to work on a covert action with the Resistance in order to do that.
But Teddy and the bench are out there right now busting up the world's largest heroin ring. John. I mean, that's a useful thing. I kind of feel like I can't stop Teddy and the bench. They're cops, Bradford. It's just what they do. They're policing the world. That drug ring's not going to stop itself, you know. Maybe we'll just send Teddy and the bench out there to rally the Chosen. Be like, Teddy, bench! God damn it, the Chosen's tearing up the city. What are you two doing to stop it? Be like, God damn it, Chief. Don't you see we're out there every day cruising around in our cherried out Dodge Charger, working our contacts, doing everything we can to try and find this maniac? Get off of our ass, Chief. He's like, get the hell out of my office. Teddy, bench, you two are suspended. Give me your badges and guns. And then Teddy and the bench go out there and do an off-the-books investigation anyway while suspended because they're just that dedicated to their goddamn jobs. That'll be next episode. right now, enjoyed it. If you drop a like down in the comment section, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see the continuing adventures of Teddy and the Bench in their rebel, play by their own rules kind of way, consider subscribing as well. New episodes of XCOM every single day. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.